I get a text from a nurse, and he had found my blood pictures on Facebook that showed the exaggerated white blood cells from virus. He invited me to be part of this group of cancer-fighting warriors to attempt Mont Blanc. Blueberries on the mountain in France.
Not bad. Not bad.
Originally, I said no because I knew I had this issue. One thing that did not rebound was my air sacs that had been damaged through the years of no oxygen. And so when I go up in elevation, my oxygen drops and drops. But later I thought about it as he communicated with me more, and I thought, no, I must be crazy. What an amazing experience, just meeting all these other cancer warriors, just talking about their stories and seeing their strength and their determination and their will to live and to battle this and to survive and to be in the beautiful, beautiful country of France, in this beautiful little town in the French Alps. So I thought, I better reconsider. And so I said yes, and so here I am. My life before I had cancer, I've always been very active, and I've always enjoyed the outdoors and biking and hiking and living just a full Colorado explorer type life. Just one morning when I woke up and I got in my car, I could no longer see the green highway signs for the exit ramps. And I thought, this is weird. And I kept rubbing my eyes, thinking I must have sleep or something in my eyes, and my vision never got clearer, and it got worse during that trip. And I was sent to the oncologist immediately because they discovered that I had ocular melanoma in my eye, which is a deadly type of cancer that metastasizes usually to the brain, liver, or lungs within the first 3 months. And I knew that if anyone ever had cancer in my family or my realm of influence, that we would never choose chemo or radiation. So as we searched further, we found that there was a virus, one thing that we found on all of the earth that came from Latvia. And this virus actually unmasks the stem cells, ramps up your immune system so that now my own immune system can see these stem cells and take them out. And we just knew right away we had to find a way to receive this virus.
La Jontière, one of the glaciers of the French Alps, is the biggest in the Mont Blanc Massif, stretching 9 kilometers from its start all the way to the Chamonix Valley. As many glaciers, La Jontière is shrinking. From 2004 to 2009, its length has decreased by 11 meters. It may be that we are the last generation to witness this marvel of nature.
Great, thank you. Where are you? Oh,
It's okay.
Watching Jane do it so easily and with a smile on her face, I felt a little embarrassed about getting the odd ache or losing my breath. I think it's doable, you just have to keep going slowly. Today was easy, completely fine. Nothing to complain about. I'm moving up and waiting for tomorrow. These people are fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Life is beautiful. The world is beautiful. A lot of emotions, a lot of excitement. The second climb was an important step forward. Soon we'll be on Europe's rooftop. Some friends of mine told me about virotherapy. I didn't think too long. I thought for a day. And 2 days after surgery, I told my friends I'd do it. I've been taking the medication every month for a year and a half. No side effects whatsoever. I tell my friends it feels like everything inside me has gained a new strength. My outer shell remains the same, arms, legs and all. But my inner world and attitude towards life has radically changed. I want to go further, higher. I want to do the impossible.
In the 1960s, Professor Aine Muceniece, one of Latvia's greatest scientists, led a team of researchers of the Latvian Institute of Microbiology and Virology to discover that human intestinal viruses can kill tumors. To conduct further research, Muceniece founded the Cancer Virotherapy Laboratory in 1965. Upon the analysis of 60 intestinal viruses, 5 were deemed the most effective in fighting cancer cells. One of them was named the Riga virus. Extensive studies were carried out and permission was granted to use the virus in clinical practice, but the process was delayed due to the shifting political climate. Aine Muceniece witnessed the revival of the research very late in life. She received several national accolades and was rightfully acknowledged as the founder of cancer virotherapy. Aine Muceniece's research is a godsend. Almost like a second mother, she has given many patients another chance to live.
She deserves the Nobel Prize. I'll show you her autograph. And then what cancer looks like. See, the red is the tumor, and this, the virus, slowly eating it. It started on my back when I was working at the pool. There was a tiny birthmark. There's pigmentation, and there are birthmarks, and it came off. I started feeling worse and worse. I couldn't run anymore. I stopped swimming. On the weekends, when I was out by the sea with my daughter, I couldn't breathe. I felt my strength waning. I couldn't put my finger on it. I went to see the doctor and had the surgery. As soon as the tumor came out, the oxygen got in and set everything off. I instantly developed metastasis in the lymph nodes under my armpit. It swelled up. I didn't know what was happening. Turns out it was melanoma. The doctor told me to go to Mutsanirtsa immediately, so I began seeing her. She lived in Dorbala. She made me an entire list of what to do. She studied the cells, counted them, told me what medicine and injections to take. She regulated everything based on my blood work. I did it year after year until her death. Before she passed, she told me I was healthy again.
Day 3 sees our heroes going one station higher, from L'Argentière to Le Grand Motet, at an altitude of 3,300 meters, where the snow and ice are constant, even in the summer. Rigorous training sessions are held right here by the lifts in preparation for any possible climbing scenarios. In the mountains, one false move could cost you your life.
How far are we going?
Today we're going to that glacier. See where that sun hits?
Yesterday it seemed pretty easy. Today it seems like it's going to be difficult. Not physically, but because of the fear. I was already scared when the cable car got stuck. We took the stairs, but we got there. Look how far we've come. Everything's great. We have to keep going up. If it goes well, they're going to give us crampons.
I'm strong and that I can do this. And that so many people are willing to help me. Someone carrying my oxygen, another person holding my hand so I can see where to step. Without an eye and without the oxygen, I could never do this without everyone's support. And I am so thankful, so grateful, and so ready for this challenge.
My head is spinning from the height. I'm probably the craziest, most extreme of the patients, climbing mountains during such an active period of therapy with all the injections.
We've gone up very fast. It's more than 3 kilometers high. The heartbeat intensifies and you feel like breathing more. It's completely normal. The body must get used to this altitude. So we're going for a walk up and down the snow, nice and easy. Zoya!
How's it going? Put your feet like this. Lean forward. It's my first time on a mountain like this. The snow seems soft, but there's ice underneath. We stepped on the ice, that was scary. My leg failed me a bit. It hurt where I'd fractured it.
Let's take a break. No need to hurry. We're nearly 3.5 kilometers high. Let's take a break. We go higher up. We go out on the glacier. This requires a new set of skills. People need to get used to things like avoiding falling into crevasses. You can't go too close. You must follow the instructor very precisely. Come closer. Pull yourselves closer. As you get higher up, there's walking over steep, icy slopes with crampons and using ice picks and screws for security. There's a lot to know, and it has to be picked up slowly. Climbing a mountain without training is an enormous risk.
Our goal was to get them to at least try
Encourage them too.
and encourage them.
It's understandable and perfectly human for a person to be afraid of heights, unknown situations and experiences. But there are people around with whom they have to cooperate, and these people can help them feel safer. Climbing is a huge challenge, not only externally to achieve something, because many can't do it, but also internally. To discover your boundaries, your capabilities, and your willpower. To understand what you're afraid of and how to overcome it. That, I think, is the essence of this challenge. What happens when the rope team heads downwards? The person who was last is now the first. You are going. You're the leader now. Solojan will follow you. Unhook it. I got it. I got it.
I feel I did more than I'm capable of today, because my greatest fear is heights. It keeps getting crazier and more difficult, so overcoming that fear is really hard for me.
A very steep slope, nearly 45 degrees or more. I slid down twice already. I was dizzy, not sure why. I may have overdone it. I continued climbing more slowly. We climbed to an altitude of 3,300 meters. I didn't expect to do it with my diagnosis. I've never been that high up, even back home, and now I'm on top of a glacier. I'm here with this international group of people completely by chance, and I'm extremely proud. I'm proud I've made so many friends. This is a new story, a new life for me. I've said goodbye to the old one, leaving only memories. Thank you for being here. A big thanks to our doctor, Linda.
The team was extremely supportive. I can say I got a second father today.